Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies. So, hold on, I gotta make sure. Okay, yeah, no, I'm making sure my sound's recording and everything. Anyway, so we are on chapter 11. It's almost been a week since Tetsuya and I started dating. Well, if you can call it that. In truth, nothing has changed. Oh, that's right, I forgot! I was like, what, they're dating? And that's right, I totally forgot their little thing at the fountain. Oh my god. Anyway, in the first few days, I was walking on clouds. I was so happy. But then, as it usually does, reality set in. I rarely see Tetsuya since we don't share any of the same classes. I'm lucky if I can catch him in the hallways. He's been off all week at Veritas too, helping his grandfather prepare for an exhibition in between helping Chisaki out at Blue Sky. Texting is pretty awkward, with just general how are yous and good nights. Phone calls would probably be even worse, so after remembering his disdain for them, I haven't even tried. It's like after that one kiss, we didn't see each other, so things just got weird between us. But tonight, could you bring the latte on the counter to the customer by the window? Alright, we're both working. I was so excited to finally see him again, I couldn't stop smiling. But things are just the same here, too. Maybe he regrets his decision and doesn't want to be with me anymore? No, he's just professional, unlike the rest of us. As I go to grab the latte, I can't help but sigh. I push a strand of hair out of my face and stare gloomily at the drink. Something tells me to look up just then, and I catch Tetsuya staring at me. But he quickly looks away. He loves you! Sorry, I can't. These damn things. They make me feel. He's been staring at me off and on all night. That has to mean he still likes me, right? I should try and fix all this weirdness. We'll both be off soon. Maybe we could go out somewhere. Holding on to that thought, I make it through the rest of my shift. It's after 10 and both of our shifts are finally done. I wait by the door for Tetsuya to get changed, repeating in my head what I'm going to say. Please say yes. Tetsuya finally comes out of the break room. I patiently wait for him, and when he gets close enough to hear me, I start to speak. Hey. Hey. Okay, not the warmest response, but this is Tetsuya we're talking about, so I was wondering if you had some time to go out before you go home. Maybe, like, grab a little something to eat? Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can. Even though I thought I prepared myself for this answer, my face falls. Oh. I'm feeling tired, and I have to leave town early tomorrow, so... I see. I stand there awkwardly shifting my weight from foot to foot, unsure of what to say. Would you like to walk... would you like to walk to the station together at least? Sure. I push the door open as we walk off into the night. Tetsuya and I walk the beautifully lit streets, as always, in silence. But I feel so incredibly happy just by being at his side like this that it's ridiculous. We're walking so close together that I'm reminded the last time we were this close, when we kissed. Just freaking stop him and kiss him. Be a woman! Woman up! I don't know. I wonder if it'd be okay for me to hold his hand. Do it. I look down at his pale hand so close to mine. It seems so simple to just grab it, but it's strange how such a small action means so much. Yeah, and what happens if he yanks his hand away? Then you feel like a jerk, and you look like a fool, and he feels stupid, and then you feel stupid, and then everybody feels stupid. I wait for a few moments in agony, in wanting to be closer to him, but being too afraid to take that next step. Oh, to hell with this. I'll just do it. I reach out and grab Tetsuya's cool hand, perhaps a bit too roughly for such a gentle expression of affection. He stiffens, but he doesn't make me let it go. My heart is beating so fast, I think I might have a heart attack. It's so funny. It's like, I'm gonna hold his hand. But you've already kissed and you're kind of dating, so I guess it's okay. But it just seems so funny that, like, she's so stressed out about, like, holding his hand. Like, you've already kissed him, for God's sakes. Like, holding hands should have been the hardest part. I mean, that first kiss, yeah, but I mean, like, the holding hands should have come first, I just think it's so cute that they're doing it backwards. Like, I have no problem with that. Like, I get what's going on here, but it's just funny. I glance up at Tetsuya, who's pointedly not looking at me. I can swear I see redness on his cheeks. He doesn't know how to have a girlfriend. I mean, aside from what's-her-face, which is weird. I press my other hand to my chest to try and slow my breathing. I did it. I did it! And his hand feels so nice and cool and soft. It's such a tiny thing, but I feel so full of happiness it's embarrassing. But in this moment, I can't bring myself to care. Tetsuya and I walk the streets quietly, hand in hand, until we part at the station. There are no words of love or kisses, just a softly murmured goodbye. But the time we spent together is something I can't stop thinking about for the rest of the night. Yeah, love will do that to you. You're totally in love. Sorry if you can hear tons of creaking as I keep adjusting my feet on my coffee table. Like, trying to get comfortable, but after that Thursday night, a whole weekend came and passed. It's Tuesday now, and a whole Monday. Monday's not the weekend here. But I spend it just like I did when I was single. Alone, studying and relaxing in my bedroom. Her couch is bigger than mine, can I just say that? It's not like it was Tetsuya's fault he was out of town for his exhibition, but still, wish I could have gone at least. I should have just skipped class. I've had barely any contact with Tetsuya up until today, when he texted me out of nowhere this morning and proposed a study session at his apartment. I'm sitting on the couch waiting for him to come back with some textbooks, spacing out. He said he didn't want to let my training slide, but maybe it's okay to pretend like he just wanted to see me? I sigh, wondering why even in a relationship do I still need to worry about these things. Oh my god, you just have to until just all of a sudden you get to a point where you're like, oh, yeah, we might as well be married because we're just at that point. Everything in the very beginning is always stressful. You're like, I don't know, am I doing this right? What if I say the wrong thing? What if they get mad for no reason? And then at some point you just don't give a shit because you know that whatever you say, they're not going to get mad. Or even if they do, you'll laugh it off later. That's what happens when you hit that certain point and it's just all comfort from there on out. Is this really a relationship, though? It's not like it's fake or anything, of course. It has been a while since I've been in any, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be like this. There's no set law here. Maybe I rushed into this. Maybe we both did. I mean, he just seems tired all the time. I don't even think he has time for a relationship. Learn to read, Spacey. If that's true, what do we even do? I do want to be with him, but at that moment, Tatsuya comes back and sits on the sofa next to me. He starts talking, but I'm instantly distracted by how close he's sitting and feel his cool body next to my warm one seems to evaporate all thoughts. Whoa, and here I was just thinking how distant we are lately. Does he usually sit this close to me? He doesn't, right? Or am I just having wishful thinking? Hey, are you listening or zoning out again? I'm just staring at your eyes. Listening, yes, definitely listening. It's then I realize he never calls me any name anymore either. Just hey, or speaks directly to me. I wonder if he feels weird about calling me my first name? Now that I think of it, I haven't called him his either. That's freaking adorable too. I want to bring it up, but I don't know how to approach the subject. Subject. Yeah. God, I can't brain right now. Tetsuya leans over and grabs a textbook off the table in front of us. When he sits back, he seems to realize how close we were sitting because he attempts to discreetly scoot over a bit. I resist the urge to make him stay where he is and let him make the space between us. Did we even kiss that day? If we're supposed to be a couple, he can at least sit that close. So, the reason why ice barriers are more effective than ice walls is because they can float and move with you. They allow you to keep your mobility. That's why Grandfather was so impressed when you summoned one like that out of instinct. Yeah. Are you listening? You seem distracted today. I'm sorry, I am trying. I mean, I am listening, and I appreciate you taking out the time to study with me. I'll try harder, okay? I stare into his eyes, trying to indicate how apologetic I feel, but Tetsuya looks away. That's fine. Why don't we start by having you show me what you've practiced so far? Okay. I rise up from the couch and hold onto my necklace. Yeah, there's that weird jumpsuit. I move away from the couch and stand in the open space of the small apartment. As I try to think of what I should do first, I notice Tetsuya staring at me. I don't think I said this before, but I think that gear suits you. Oh, thanks. Suddenly I feel cheerful. I decide to be dramatic about showing my progress so far. I've been studying everything from class and what he's taught me really hard. I can't wait to show him the special thing I've been working on either. I pick up one of the decorative glasses on the table and hold it out toward Tetsuya. For your enjoyment, Master Yukamura. A deep bow to a deep bow to accompanies my playful words. Okay. That's unnecessary. Giggling a bit inside at his discomfort, I center myself and send a small bit of my power out through my hand. The chill of ice magic still feels a bit strange, but I also find it a bit invigorating as the glass turns to ice. Immediately after I pull back the power, causing the ice to evaporate, I stand up. Nice job. What else you got? Another trick for Master Yukamura. I tap my finger thoughtfully on my lips, ignoring Tetsuya's constant blushing. I put out both of my hands and close my eyes. I take deep breaths and focus on placing all of my power in front of me. Chills spread throughout my entire body and leave my hands. In my mind's eye, I can see a shapeless barrier forming, made of crystal clear ice. When I open my eyes, I can see that I've succeeded. There in front of me is a circular sheet of ice floating in front of me that can serve as a shield in a pinch. Excellent! The depth and shape of this one is much more refined than your others. The gear crystal helped your control a lot. Wait, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Something else. Alright, let's see it. Once again, I close my eyes, but this time I hold my hand out to my side. I hold my hands out side by side. One is clenched in a fist and the other open. I can do this. I can do it. I relax into a steady breathing rhythm and feel the power gathering within myself. I think I hear a small gasp from Tatsuya, but I don't let it distract me. When the power has all gathered, I imagine a certain shape in my hand, a shape that's very meaningful to Tatsuya himself. I open my eyes, and in that instant, the power flows out of me and into my hands, becoming a slender longsword made of ice. Well, maybe slender is an overstatement. It's still pretty rough around the edges. I'm sorry. I thought I could do a lot better of a job than this. It looks so much better when I tried it in my room, and before I realize it, I read ahead. I was like, before I realized he's going to come over and kiss you? No, of course not. Whatever. You know he wants to. Anyway, before I realized it, Tetsuya had stood up and walked over to me. He gently takes the sword away out of my hands and examines it with the eye of an expert. As he looks over all the rough edges and bumps and unevenness of the weapon, I feel increasingly embarrassed. I guess I got too cocky. Ugh. It was seriously better when I tried it last time. Or maybe that was just in my head. Tetsuya looks up then with an expression I've never seen on his face before. Whoa, hi! He gently hands the sword back to me as if it were something precious and not just some snarled hunk of ice. I take it with both hands and hold it at chest level, staring back at him in confusion. There's a lot of thought that goes into making a functional weapon, and yours shows that you studied hard on learning all the basics. It's amazing that you learned that all on your own, and so fast, too. No, you're amazing. Oh, I'm melting. He places one hand on the top of my head, and my breath catches in my throat. What? Is he petting me? That's weird. It slides down my hair to my cheek, and I can't help but lean a little into his soothing hand. Oh. That's it. That's all that happens for several moments as I stare into his blue eyes. But in that moment, I feel like we understand each other more than ever. He finally smiled that way for me. I hear keys at the door then, and Tetsuya steps back from me. I let my attempt at a proper ice sword dissolve in my hands and change back into my normal clothes. Takumi opens the door then, looking rather surprised to see us. Hey guys, didn't know you'd be here. Takumi looks back from Tetsuya and me, from Tetsuya to me, and for some odd reason, I find myself feeling guilty. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Not at all. Come on, I'll take you home. Without any further words, Tetsuya grabs his keys off the table and walks out the door. I like how it's got the lines. Is that guy still not calling you Inara? Yeah, haha. He's even more awful at relationships than I'd expected. I manage an awkward smile for Takumi before waving goodbye and scurrying to follow Tetsuya out. Oh, Takumi. You become more and more intriguing as we go. Your path should be fun. Tetsuya and Takumi are lucky enough to live near a small river, so I managed to convince Tetsuya to take that path to my apartment. It's pretty. The evening sun bathes everything in its golden glow. I feel so happy and and at peace that I can't even remember what having worries is like at the moment. I cannot read. This happens every time. I swear I can read. Oh my god. It's then that Tetsuya beside me takes my hand. I look at him in shock. I have something I want to say. Well, no. There's a lot I want to say. I want to apologize. For what? For being an incompetent boyfriend. Oh, honey, we can teach you. Oh, no, not really. I trail off, unsure how to answer him, finally saying my thoughts out loud. You don't need to worry about my feelings. I know I suck at it. I just don't have any experience. And I've been busy lately. Well, no, those are just excuses. It's not just that. Most people think I'm, at best, boring, or at worst, cold and a jerk. It's been that way all my life. Aw, you poor little nerd. I love you so much. But I can't help who I am. Oh, you poor boring cold jerk. Just kidding. Oh, we like boring. Sometimes boring, you need it anyway. I decided a long time ago that I didn't want to be anyone but myself, even if that meant being alone forever. Yeah, I feel ya. But despite how I am, you want to be around me. You want to be with me. Well, some of us aren't that bright, but I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I adore him. He's great. And now that I'm with you, I get scared. I don't know how to get close to you, or even if I do, I don't know how to handle what I feel. And then I start thinking, what if we get too close? What if I get too comfortable with you and hurt you somehow? Worse, what if I lost control of myself in my true form one day and injured you? I want to say something. Oh, I want to say something, but it seems like Tatsuya has to keep going. So I force myself to stay quiet. It's no different from Haruna. Sometimes I've thought, what if you end up hating me and leaving me too? I just don't know how to deal with all of these feelings. What am I supposed to do? Just feel 'em, baby. I've never quite felt anything like this. Not so strongly. It's like I'm scared to move forward or backward, and I'm even more afraid that it's hurting you. Tatsuya, I quietly hold onto his hand while he scrubs his eyes with his other one. I never thought I'd see him cry. All this time I thought he didn't want to be with me, but that's not it at all. I curse myself for not knowing what to say, for not knowing what to do for him at all. I hold onto his hand even tighter as we walk, and for a while, we don't say anything. I rack my brain trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to say or do myself, but I can't come up with anything. I just hope that Tatsuya can understand my feelings through my touch. Just try to tell him that you are worried too. Just words. Words help. Eventually, I see something in the distance. Or someone. Oh, God! Ah! I squint, trying to make it out, but then I realize that Tatsuya has totally stopped moving. I stop walking and look at him, realizing he must have already seen whatever it is before my human eyes could. What? What is it? Kitsunosuke. I knew it! that was obviously my disdain. What? I turn back around and realize that I can see his aqua-colored hair burning with intensity in the sunlight. He's strolling along the riverside, coming towards us with his hand in his pocket. Kitsunosuke seems to be admiring the water itself, and in general looks very peaceful. But my stomach knots, and an overwhelming bad feeling comes over me. Ugh. I really do want Echoes to get funded. I mean, the Kickstarter, I think, ends... Well, technically, the day I'm recording this, it ends tomorrow. It's already ended by the time you guys see this. And they were only, like, halfway there, so I don't see it happening, which is really disappointing, because... I'm just hoping that maybe eventually they'll do another Kickstarter, and, like, the money that they raised, they'll, hopefully put toward that. So maybe it could get funded. Because I would just love to see these douchey, like, Yulian and Kitsunosuke and everything in a different light. You know what I mean? Because, like, in this, you're like, oh my god, I hate them so much. Oh, such jerks. But I feel like in a different game with a different protagonist or whatever, you'd be like, oh, okay, they're not so bad, like. But for Inara, it's like, oh, you don't work for Sparkles the Unicorn, you leave us alone. We like our preppy schoolboys. That sounds inappropriate, but anyway. Can't we just avoid him? No way. He's clearly here for us. I'll never run from him. Ugh, men and their pride. As opposed to be like, I just want to run away and avoid him because I don't want to deal with it. Frustrated, I can do nothing but watch as Katsunasuke leisurely makes his way to us. My heart is beating so fast, I can feel it in my throat. And Tetsuya tightens his grip on my hand. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I yawn when I read. Yeah, Tetsuya tightens his grip on my hand. He knows I'm nervous, but I think he's trying to say he'll protect me. Finally, Katsunasuke is within speaking distance of us, and he gives a little nod. What's up? Cut the crap. You wouldn't be here without a reason, so what is it? What are you here for? Katsunasuke laughs. Oh, as angry as ever, I see. How do you deal with his impossible personality, Adara? I shift uncomfortably, Tetsuya's words from a few minutes ago echoing in my mind. How about you treat your clan leader with some respect for once, kid? I'll start treating you like a clan leader when you act like one. Are you suggesting I'm not making the best decisions for the Ryu? My worry only increases as they speak. Tetsuya is not holding back anything, and Katsu doesn't appear to be either. Why now? He hadn't so much as texted me in the past week. Could he know about Tetsuya and me? Obviously, and you're also holding hands, so. When have you ever? My family's been working themselves to the bone since you took over. We've lost our home, we've lost our respect from the other clans, and now you're trying to take everything we've ever worked for away from us. Have you ever considered just once what was taken away from me? Do you think I truly wanted to be the clan leader? I would have given anything for Nori to have lived. She was the one who wanted the role, not me. But since Nori isn't here, the role of leading our clan into a better future is up to me. Well, you suck at it, so maybe you should just give it to somebody else. Anyway, I don't really know if he does or not. I'm siding with Tetsuya. Periods of turmoil and change are always hardest on those who are directly affected. But that doesn't mean it shouldn't be done. I'll do whatever it takes so the people of the future won't need to suffer like we all have. You destroy our whole clan and remake it the way you see fit? Who says you're qualified to guide that kind of drastic change? Katsunasuke laughs, if it can be called that. It's more of a bitter, hollow sound than anything. Our clan themselves, of course. My power came from the outdated traditions of the Ryu. Might as well be ironic and use it for anarchy. Maybe then they'll see the absurdity of it all. You really are insane, aren't you? I'm done with listening to you. I'll ask one more time. What are you here for? Always too quick to cut things short when they aren't going your way, aren't you? Fine by me. I'd rather be doing anything other than talking to you. Katsunasuke's eyes dart to me and Tetsuya tightens his grip on my hand. Katsu looks at our intertwined hands with a frown. So you managed to persuade her to your side. No doubt she caved out of pity for you and your family. Beside me, I can see Tetsuya grit his teeth in anger. After hearing him pour his heart out to me, I realize that Katsunasuke's words must have hit too close to home. No biting retort. I guess even you can see I'm right. Katsu turns to me. Inara, the reason I'm here is you. What? You're a smart woman, so I know you'll want to hear this offer. Whatever possessed you to choose Snowflake, I promise you I can give you a better deal. The fact of the matter is, I'm experiencing more resistance than I had anticipated with the Shinomura Ryu business deal. There's an easy way to solve this matter, and that's if you choose to support me. Do you want the truth of why I've been pursuing you? I need your power, connections, and name. Well, that makes me really want to side. Oh! You wanted to date me just for my name! I feel really good about myself. And I promise you I'm better than whatever you see in him every way. Whatever you're looking for. I don't think you're going to be a better Tetsuya than Tetsuya. Ugh! I guarantee I can top it in every way. Perv. Shut up, you sick bastard. Feeling threatened, are we? Then how about we settle this in a way where you might conceivably have a chance? With a duel. Don't do it! What? Hi! Well. Okay, he's certainly pretty when he transforms. Katsunasuke transforms into what must be his true form before our eyes. I'm left speechless by everything that's happening. It's all too much for my mind to keep up with right now. But I do know that I don't want them to fight. Tetsuya lets go of my hand in a rush. You want to fight? Oh, hi. Yeah, wow. Wow, this is pretty. It's so pretty! Don't go into the light! No problem. I've been itching for the chance to settle this. They really do beautiful artwork. I mean, okay, I gotta be honest. He's got a really pretty face with his long, gorgeous hair, but still, he's a jerk. Really do want to see him in Echoes, though. Nope. Oh, yeah. No problem. I've been itching for the chance to settle this. I don't know if I read that or not. Don't lose control just yet, kid. Let's discuss the terms like proper men, shall we? Katsunosuke laughs, and it seems to have the intended effect of making Tetsuya even angrier as he glares at him. If you win, I'll back off and leave Inara alone. But I won't stop the business deal. That's beyond me. And if I win, then you'll back off and leave Inara to make her own decision with me. Hi, maybe I'm capable of making my decision without you two fighting for who gets to make my decision for me? I understand the terms and accept. I'll finish this quickly. Wait! As if my yell was a signal, Tetsuya pulls out his hilt and quickly forms a beautiful yet deadly sharp blade of ice upon it. He rushes Katsunosuke, who simply stands there smirking. Fearing for his life, I yell, "No!" Ooh, pretty! Look at that artwork. Wow, hi, look at your little belly outfit. Don't you just look like you're gonna have a fun day at the strip club? I mean, look at him, look at it. Like, he's wearing, are those pants or is that a skirt? I think they're pants. But, like, he looks like he's in a man harem. Woo! Just, there's something seriously wrong with me. I swear I haven't been drinking. Anyway, Katsu jumps in the air with inhuman strength. As he does, makes a hand motion towards the river. Before Tetsuya can reach him, he pulls an immense amount of water out of it. It's about to hit Tetsuya full force when Tetsuya throws an arm out to stop it. Instead of crashing into him, most of the water freezes in the shape of a sparkling wave, and Tetsuya keeps running. Katsu throws out both arms and pushes them together in front of him. Water from the river rushes to form a sphere of water around him, right as Tetsuya would have made contact with him. Tetsuya attempts to slice through the sphere, but the wall of water is too thick. Katsu drops his hand and with a spin pulls some of the water floating around him into a stream of water to spray at Tetsuya. Tetsuya leaps back and uses one claw to catch the water. It solidifies into a large icicle before it can reach his face. Well, I mean, I would rather have water hit me in the face than... I mean, I guess it's gonna hurt, but still. He throws the icicle-like sphere at Katsu, who simply dissolves it into water mid-air and tosses it right back at him. This is just fun. I'm gonna throw ice! I'm gonna turn it into water and throw it back at you. It's gonna turn it into ice. It's gonna turn it into water. It's like watching tennis. I feel so utterly useless watching the two battle, and I don't know how it can end well. I wish I could stop them, but I just get in the way. Despite how scared I am for the two, the battle itself is incredible, and even I can tell they both know what they're doing. Tetsuya makes another dash for Katsu, who's been playing keep away this entire time. This time, when Katsu sends his torrents of water at Tetsuya, he slices them away with his sword. The sword evaporates on contact, but Tetsuya keeps moving. I can see the surprise on Katsu's face when Tetsuya does this, and I realize that he hadn't anticipated this move. Within moments, Tetsuya is upon Katsunosuke, slashing at him with his icy claws. Katsu avoids the slashes fluidly, but he isn't as strong as Tetsuya, so I can tell he's starting to slow down. Ooh. Our boyfriend's super strong! I realize that Tetsuya seems to have lost control as he wildly slashes at the water mage. I clench my fists and yell as loud as I can. Stop! I'm too late, though. Ooh! The yell distracts Katsu more than Tetsuya, and one of Tetsuya's claws slash right through his side. Ugh! Tetsuya continues his onslaught, and I'm practically in tears as I yell for him to stop. Stop! 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 Katsunosuke manages to leap back from Tetsuya, at the same time pulls a thin stream of water from the river. He sends it at Tetsuya, and it curls around his neck, finally halting his assault as Tetsuya grasps the noose-like water, choking. Let him go! He can't breathe! Katsunosuke falls to the ground on one knee, and I run to Tetsuya. The water noose evaporates, and Tetsuya collapses too. I stop, standing between the two men in horror. I mean, geez, you just want one guy interested in you, let alone two of them battling to the death over who gets to decide who gets to be with you. Wait. Again, I can make my own decisions, Snake. Inara Sparkles the Unicorn is a smart girl sometimes. Tetsuya unconscious, but seemingly breathing on the ground, his claws body... bloody. Oh, Tetsuya unconscious, but seemingly breathing on the ground, his claws bloody. What about that? Okay. Katsu's blood streaming from his side as he crouches down in pain. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Who do I help? What if one of them dies? For a few moments, I'm completely frozen in shock until I hear Katsu's strained voice. Are you going to stare or help? I'm bleeding out here. Figure out a way to stop the bleeding before I pass out. If you can't heal, I can do it myself, as long as I'm conscious. Anyway, I scrub my tears away and frantically think back to what I know about first aid. With some effort, I manage to tear off a part of my cardigan. With another glance at Tetsuya to ensure he's still breathing, I timidly walk to Katsu's side. Crouching down next to him, I hold out the strip of cloth, and he slowly releases his hand from his gored side. What I see almost makes me vomit, but I manage to hold it together long enough to tie the cardigan around his waist. I'm sorry, I just vomited in your wound. That would be horrifying, but kind of funny. Katsu groans and sits down on the ground, swearing from the pain. After a few deep breaths, he holds his hand to his side and a faint blue light appears. A few minutes later, the color starts to return to his face and his breathing becomes more even. He did not need you to give him the cardigan, okay? He could have fucking done that on his own. Like, oh wait, let me put the bandage. Oh no, you could just done that. Stop bitching at me and do it your damn self. I knew he said he could heal himself, but it's another thing to see it. A moan comes from behind me and I spin around to see Tetsuya starting to awaken. Looks like my ride's here. I turn back around to see a gold sedan driving towards us over the bridge. You weren't much help, but thanks for trying. The car reaches us, and I can only stare as two men quickly get out and help Katsu into the back seat. Katsu notices me staring and gives a little wave with two fingers before the car door is closed. The men get back in the car and speed off. I walk... Again, neither one of them really I don't know. I walk back to Tetsuya, who seems to be almost fully conscious now, and help him sit up. I don't even know how to feel. Why did he do that? Why did they do that? What good was it in the end? Stupid men. Men are dumb. As soon as Tetsuya seems to get his bearings about him, he jumps up. Where's that bastard? I helped him and then he left, but is that all you can think about? You almost just killed a man. You were almost just killed. I almost killed my enemy. Why were you helping him? Because he was hurt. Because he was going to die from your attack. Why do you even care if he lives or dies? You shouldn't even want to associate with a sicko like that. Have you any idea of the terrible things he's done? I only associate with him on behalf of Shinomura Industries. I cannot be a weak leader or people will suffer for that. Surely you of all people must understand that. Oh, no, honey, this is not... No. This is not going well. You gotta be like, look, I don't want him to die or you to die, okay? I get he's your enemy and all, but people don't kill people. Maybe dragons kill dragons, I don't know, but whatever. And I only helped him because I don't want anyone to lose their life. All I understand right now is that it seems like you care a lot more about Kutsunosuke than you do about me. How can you say that? That's exactly what I'm thinking. Don't you even understand the severity of what you've done? Hurting someone, trying to kill someone is far more wrong in my eyes than whatever Katsu has done to you or your family. You're so worried about hurting others emotionally, but you have no problem just killing someone? As soon as the words fly out of my mouth, I know I've said too much, presumed too much. I know that I only know a small bit of what the Yukimuras have been through, and I don't even know what Katsu has done. Oh, I have a feeling this is going bad for us. And I know that Tetsuya only just confided his deepest fears in me, and yet I flung them back in his face. But in the heat of the moment, in the wake of them both almost dying, I end up saying more than I mean to. I just have a feeling we're going to the bad ending here. I don't see how this is going well for us. A horrifically loud silence fills the space in between our uneven breathing. If that's how you feel, then we should just end whatever this was. You can go off to that bastard and do whatever you want. What? Please, I don't want things to end like this. I didn't mean what I said. Yes, you did. And there's no way you can take it back. Tetsuya, please. Goodbye, Inara. Oh, Oh, we fucked up so royal. Where did we screw up? I don't know. Without giving me a chance to say anything else, Tetsuya turns back in the direction we came from. He breaks into a sprint I have no hope of catching up to. The sound of the river is distant in my ears as I stand alone in the evening glow, dumbfounded. Left alone with nothing but my tears for company, I turn and head for home. Oh, I don't like this. Anyway, so I am going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time, and hopefully we'll do better. Anyway, so I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.